Hi Ash, let's explain this whole pass by thing and how it works. So you did the trip generation for your convenience store and you got entering in the peak hour, you got 100 vehicles and exiting was, let's say it's also 100 vehicles. Excuse my handwriting. And you know this is your road network and this is the driveway to your site. And you also know that my existing traffic comprises of 500 vehicles going northbound. Now, in the case of no pass by, what we're saying is we are going to take all of these vehicles that are entering our site and we're going to add them onto the road network, which means that the total number of cars on our road in the northbound is going to be 500 plus 100 equals 600 vehicles. And then 100 vehicles turns right into our site. And exactly at this point, at this intersection, 100 vehicles are turning right into our site and 500 vehicles are going through. And we also had 100 vehicles exiting our site and rejoining the road network. So we're back to having 600 vehicles down the line. This is the case with no pass-by trips where you are actually adding new trips to your road network. Now let's look at the pass-by situation. Same road network, same site, same existing traffic. When we say pass-by reduction, we're not really reducing the trip generation from our site. We still have to maintain 100 vehicles going into our site and 1 vehicles coming out of our site. This is not going to change. What is going to change though is that you have now split your 100 vehicles. I'll draw this over here. You have split your 100 vehicles into 70% pass by or 70 cars and 30 cars, where 30 cars are going to be new trips and 70 cars are going to be pass by trips. This means that new trips are going to get added to the road network, and over here we're going to have 500 plus 30 equals, okay, thank you, 530 vehicles are going to be the total number of vehicles on this leg, and 70 cars are going to be taken out of this 500. So what's 500 minus 70? We're going to be left with 430 cars over here. So you notice how this 100 vehicles is actually 30 pass-by, is 30 new trips and 70 pass-by trips. And the total number of cars on your road network was 530. And then same thing on the exiting side, these 100 vehicles, which includes your new trips and your pass-by trips, is going to rejoin the road network, get added back onto those 430 trips, and down the line you are now left with 530 trips or 530 vehicles. So we still have 100 vehicles entering and exiting our driveway, which means we're not really reducing trips from our development. Whether you have pass-by or not, you still need to maintain the total number of trips or the total trip generation of your site. What is changing is the total number of vehicles in the network. So when you actually code this into Syncro, if I was looking at my no pass-by trip turning movement count, I would be looking at something like this: 500 going through and 100 coming out like this. This is how I would look at in a no pass-by situation. And in a pass-by situation, I actually have 430 cars going through and 100 cars turning right and 100 cars turning out right. So in terms of intersection capacity analysis, this is a different level of service, and this is a different level of service. I hope this helps. This is the theoretical gist of it, and in the email I will just I'll tell you how to respond to that,